This video shows you how to spot and how to translate a consecutive clause. Now the basic formula for the consecutive clause is that we have ut and the subjunctive, and this is very similar of course to indirect command and a final clause. But we're also going to have a tam word, so a word to do with so in the first half of the sentence. Also, when we get to the negative, instead of having ne, the negative for a consecutive clause is ut known. So what do I mean by tam words? Well, these are the tam words. So, of such a kind or such, so great, so many, to such an extent and in such a way. So a consecutive clause will have one of these words as a signpost in the first half of the sentence to show that a consecutive clause is coming up. Now, because so many of these have the word so in the meaning, another rule that we can take for consecutive clauses is that in a consecutive clause, ut means that. You should never be writing so that in a consecutive clause. The so will be separate at the beginning of a sentence. See how that works in practice. Tam eratus eratut loqui non posset. So my tam word at the beginning, so, and I have ut and a subjunctive. Tam eratus erat, he was so angry. Ut, that he could not speak. He was not able to speak. Remember, loqui is that funny condensed present infinitive. He was so angry that he could not speak. The tam tells me straight away that I have a consecutive clause, and I don't translate it as so that. I translate it as so at the beginning of a sentence and then that for the ut. In my second sentence, tantus erat elephantus, you do find this quite often, that for rhetorical reasons the tam word can go to the front of the sentence and slightly invert the way we would translate the beginning of it. So instead of saying the elephant was so big, in this sentence it says, so big was the elephant. And it's something we do in English as well. So big was the elephant that all were afraid of it. That all timerent were afraid of it. So ut and the subjunctive, timerent, just like possent, an imperfect subjunctive. So to summarise then, a consecutive clause is one of our three ut clauses. The difference though with the consecutive clause is that there will be a tam or a tantus, one of the tam words, in the first half of the sentence.